Hey guys, welcome back to the Snapper Chronicles. We're coming back at you today with a knife video. Thought I'd give the ratchets a rest for this video round, so I decided to do a little knife. You call it a haul, but not really. Just these two knives I picked up recently, and if you guys know the symbol, you know where I picked them up at. These are knives sold at Walmart, but kind of a little bit different than the ones you usually see at Walmart. When you walk down, usually in the sporting goods aisle, they'll have knives. They used to have them out. Now it seems like they're all behind glass for some reason. I guess people steal them or whatnot. But these have a little feature that makes them a little bit more expensive and a little bit not as common, especially at Walmart. But before we jump into all that, if you can do me a big favor and give me a like, and also more important, subscribe to the channel if you find any of this at all interesting or even a little bit entertaining. So yeah, I was checking out my local Walmart, and they have a pretty decent assortment of knives from brands that we know: Buck, Gerber, what was that other one? Kershaw. They have bunch of Kershaw knives and stuff like that. And then they have their own kind of house brand. I think it's the Ozark Trail, where their knives usually around $4.99, $5 for their pocket knife. Some of them are cool. Some of them are kind of like I don't know, childish, I would probably say. But I seen these knives, and these have a little bit different feature than those other ones you usually see. These are spring assisted opening. So, and this one also is spring assisted opening. So these are a little bit more expensive. These run like $7.99, like around $8 for these, where the other ones are usually like $5. They probably look a lot the same as those other ones, but these have the spring assisted, so I guess they figure they jack up the price a few dollars for that feature. And a few years ago I bought this one. This is another Walmart spring assisted knife also, but I hadn't seen a different model to this one in a while, until I went recently and saw these two. All the ones I've seen for the last few years have been this one, and the spring assisted models that they have. This one's not even marked anywhere. These ones have the Ozark Trail on the blade. But and I kind of like this. I kind of like the shape of this one. It kind of reminded me of the Kershaw USA knife. I forget the name of it. Is it the Onion or something like that? Chive. They're kind of shaped like this. The blades are kind of like this, but the similarities kind of end there. These are frame locks. I think they call these frame locks, where the frame is actually bent. It has a cutout here where it's bent, and it forms a spring type lock there. And this one's a little bit, I don't know, it's kind of a little wonky. It has a separate, you know how usually these knives have a finger guard. This one doesn't have a finger guard. Usually the finger guard is part of the blade, and when it flips out it turns into a finger guard. This one has kind of a switch, just a single kind of something, a pusher to push the knife out from its closed position, and it's kind of sluggish, I would call it. This kind of, you gotta push it out, and then it kind of opens, but I don't know, it seems more sluggish than other assisted knives that I've had. I don't know, maybe it looked pretty snappy on camera. Maybe you can't really tell except if you were in person, you could probably tell what I'm talking about. But then that pusher kind of stays in there and doesn't flop around. And you see here, it doesn't have a kind of a finger guard like these have here. And let's take a look at these. These are the new ones. And what I've noticed with Ozark Trail, as they've progressed in years, is they've become more kind of the styling became better. On the older knives, it seemed like they were kind of clumsy looking, but these newer ones, the Ozark Trail ones, the Walmart ones, they seem a lot more sleeker and kind of modern and, well, kind of designed to be appealing to the eye. I don't know if you can kind of see this one. It's kind of really, except for the color is pretty nice. It's kind of flat slab kind of handle, and you see this one has like more contours to it. That one has a little bit there, but I don't know if you've gotten a few of these knives throughout the years, you might know what I mean. They seem kind of better aesthetically appealing, I would call it. And these have a kind of a different feature. It has a safety here. It has a sliding safety, and you slide it up and you can't actuate the pusher for the blade to come out. I guess that kind of comes in handy if this is in your pocket and you're afraid that you might sit down and it might hit the button and open or something, or hit the finger guard and open. I've carried assisted opening knives for a while. I used to, and I never had that happen. I never had one open in my pocket. So I don't know, kind of maybe just being extra cautious there. And it came with the free tip protector, and this one also comes with a free tip protector. And you see this one, this knife shape, that one has more of like what they call these, foot, it's like sheep foot kind of blade, kind of slopes down there. And this one's more like a bayonet type of blade, where it's more pointy, and they kind of did the edge over here on top to give it a more of a pointier profile. This one also has the sliding safety. Here are the cardboards. Ozark Trail gives you, I guess, the model, whatever there, if you're interested. They're made in China, by the way, if you were wondering where they were made. No question, China. What I don't like about these knives, they're kind of heavy, especially this one. This one's a good like 5 ounces, and it feels kind of hefty. If you had this in your pocket, you would probably feel it. This one's a little bit lighter, but still kind of up there, like 3.5 ounces, something like that, but noticeably heavier. Not noticeably lighter than that one, but still kind of, if you're into light pocket knives, I don't know, might not be for you. This one seems a little bit lighter than those two, but still kind of a little bit heavy. Not too heavy though. It's a lot lighter than that one though. That one there. What else? What are the blade lengths like? About 3 inches. And, 3 inches. And the blade thickness, 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 3 inches. And is about 1/8 of an inch. Blade thickness on this one, yeah, about the same, about 1/8 of an inch. And another thing I don't like about these is this finish is really slippery. This, like, I can see your hand being a little sweaty, and this it'll just slip out of your hand. It's very, very sleek. I don't really care for knives that are like this slippery. This one especially, for some reason, this one's super slippery. Maybe it's this paint. You can see it's kind of got like that almost like wannabe sparkly paint, and it's really, really slippery. So that's another thing I kind of don't like about this. This one's not as slippery for some reason. Maybe about the same as this one, but still, these are all kind of slippery. And the other knives that don't have like a plastic or what do you call it, or some kind of grip on them are usually slippery. All the metal knives that I've encountered have had that problem. Just too much slip for me. I prefer something more that has some contour in it, some grippiness to it in the pocket knife. Yeah, that's about it for these. They're kind of interesting, kind of a little bit different if you're looking for something different at Walmart, and they have like, I don't know, 10 or 15 models of their usual regular pocket knives, and they have, so far, these are the only 3 that I've seen that they've had assisted opening knives. Maybe they're coming out with newer ones, I'm not sure, but these are the ones so far that I've seen. And are they worth $8? Yeah, assisted knife, where you're gonna find an assisted knife for $8? You're not gonna find much. You're not gonna find much of a knife for $8. So I guess it's not too bad. If you don't care for the assisted, you can go down and pick up the $5 versions of. They probably have similar models to these in the $5 non-assisted type of knives. And it seems like every other month or something they're having a sale, or every 6 months they're having a sale trying to get rid of last year's models of these knives. So you could probably pick them up for like, I don't know, $3 or $4. They put them on clearance. I see them on clearance a lot, and sometimes I pick them up. Sometimes I get them as low as like $2 for their knives, but usually I don't see their assisted ones on clearance. I guess because they probably don't have that many. All right, that's all I got for now, guys. Until next time.